Holy Spirit, which in the ancient Hebrew is the Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the elders of GMS who taught us His truth by the Holy Spirit. Honors to the brothers risking their life and freedom to push the gospel. Peace and blessings to the elect, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians who make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel according to scripture and prophecy. The elect will be 1/3 of the Israelites who in the last days will return back to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai to receive salvation, while 2/3 of Israel who don't turn back to the Most High in time be destroyed with America. And that's according to prophecy. Be back with another lesson through the mercy of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Lesson is going to be titled, It's All About Buying and Selling. Again, lesson is going to be titled, It's All About Buying and Selling. So here in the last days, there's a bunch of moving parts. Trump signing executive orders left and right. You got wars, rumors of wars, civil war being stirred up in America, class wars, race wars, gender wars, and you got this nigga cutting off the food stamps, possibly cutting off Medicaid, Social Security, Section 8. What is this all for? What is this all about? Government shutdown. What is it all for? What is it all about? To take away your right and your ability to buy and sell. Americans losing rights every other day. Freedom of speech, 14th Amendment. Maybe your right to bear arms, your constitutional rights, your Bill of Rights. All that's being taken away, but it ain't about none of that. Because what does it all come down to? Your ability and your right to buy and sell. And your ability to buy and sell is for your survival. So Esau the white man is trying to take away your right to live. Again, a lot of stuff been going on in these last days. A bunch of moving parts. But it all comes down to your ability to buy and sell. Your ability to survive. And that's what Esau the white man wants to take away from you. So we're going to start with some scriptures, then we're going to get to a handful of videos. So we're going to show that it's all coming down to that moment, which is going to determine if you're eligible to buy or sell. This is Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, this is the elect. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. This is what it's all coming down to, the hour of temptation. It says, which shall come upon all the world. So the hour of temptation is going to come upon all of the world. Meaning what? All the people. And we're going to prove it. It says to try them that dwell upon the earth. Hey, don't all people dwell upon the earth? So the hour of temptation is coming on everybody. That's why when we jump over concerning the mark of the beast to Revelation 13-16, it say, and he causeth all. See that? He causeth all. Let's look up this word causeth over here to the right in the Hebrew. Let's see what we get. He causeth G4160. To make ready, to prepare, to constitute, to appoint, to ordain, to declare, to execute. Don't you got the term executive order? So what we read in Revelation 13:16 is an executive order or a mandate. Remember that word mandate during the pandemic. Let's see if we see anything else for this. So, anyways, it says to ordain, but he calls of all, meaning he's going to mandate it for everybody. He's going to pass an executive order that's going to apply to everybody. He calls of all. And what do we get in Revelation 3 and 10? And it says, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them, all of them that dwell upon the earth. So that's, God damn. I gotta clear my throat till I start doing a damn lesson. Bitch. Anyways, fucking these. So again, it says, I will also keep them from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. See that? The hour of temptation will come upon all the world, meaning all the people. That's why concerning the mark of the beast, it says, and he calls of all of them that dwell on the earth. This is going into the hour of temptation, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. This is dealing with them that dwell in the earth. All the people to receive a mark in their right hand. And this is the mark that's going to go in the right hand, which is the RFID microchip, which is going to function as your digital wallet, digital ID, and digital key. To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This is the mark that's going to go in the forehead. These different Neuralink brain chips, etc. So yeah, this is the hour of temptation. Because again, said the hour of temptation shall come upon all the world, all them that dwell upon the earth. And he's going to what? Mandate that all people that dwell upon the earth, small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive a mark. So it's all going to come down to this final decision. And how they going to enforce it? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Now, reading this, it doesn't sound all that serious. But you got to extrapolate. Selling goes into what? You selling a service, you selling a product, and then you what? You receive money, you receive a payment. You're not going to be able to receive any money, any payment, unless you got this mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. You buying food and water for you, for your family, for your children. You paying bills. Y'all have a place to stay. This is your survival being taken away. This is what Esau want to come down to. People think it's about, freedom of speech being taken away, your right to protest and march being taken away, the internet being censored. It's all about control. Yeah, it's all about control. Esau don't give a damn about freedom of speech or you people marching and protesting or what you post on the internet. What he do in the control is your ability to buy and sell. Because if you can take that away, you can pretty much kill somebody without killing them. Because you buying and selling, that's your way of survival. You're either making money or spending money. It's for your survival. And if Esau can take that away, your ability to buy and sell, he got complete control over you. Get that again. And he calls of all, both small, great, rich or poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell. In other words, that no man might survive, save he that had the mark, and that'll be the mark of the beast. And so when you look at everything that's happened as of recent, it's becoming more and more clear that that's what this is trending towards. That everything is all roads lead to Revelation 13, 16 and 17. All roads lead to the mark of the beast, as brothers say. I got a handful of videos, some I showed before. and some new ones to show that this is what this is all about. So let's get this first video.
You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID.
See that? You won't be able to work in the UK unless you got a digital ID. And we know that's gonna turn to what? You won't be able to work unless you got the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. You working is you selling yourself. You selling a service, and your service will be your labor. So in other words, you won't be able to work unless you got the mark. That's what this is trending towards. And then of course, if you can't work, if you don't work, you don't eat. So if you can't work, you won't survive.
Our immigration system does need to be fair.
And then he brings up immigration, which is a big issue according to Trump. You know, since he been back in office, immigration, undocumented illegals, deportations, it's not about none of that. It's about this here, taking people's ability to buy and sell away. You know, the idea of immigration and illegal immigrants is just a way to introduce this mark of the beast system.
If we want to maintain that binding contract that our politics is built on. And that is why today I am announcing this government will make a new free of charge digital ID mandatory for the right to work.
Oh, he said they're going to make the digital ID mandatory. Then we get that in Revelation 13 to 16, that he calls of all. He said they're going to make it free. And he said mandatory. He calls of all. He's going to make it mandatory for all, both small, great, rich, poor, free, and bond, to receive that mark. The digital ID itself is not a mark, but it leads to the mark itself. It leads to the mark of the beast. The digital ID leads to the mark of the beast. See that? And when you get that word causeth, it said what? It said to ordain. It said to ordain. It said to constitute, to appoint. Is where you get the word constitution. To declare, meaning to make it a law. To execute, executive order. Yeah. Yeah. So they're going to make the digital ID mandatory, showing that the mark of the beast is going to be something that's going to be made mandatory. It's going to be something that's going to be pushed and forced on the people.
By the end of this parliament. Let me spell that out. You will not be able to work in the United Kingdom if you do not have digital ID. It's as simple as that.
Hey, in the mark of the beast is as simple as that. If you don't get it, you won't be able to buy or sell. You won't be able to work, receive money, and spend money. You won't be able to function in this new cashless digital society. As simple as that. And if you can't function in society, that's pretty much Esau the white man taking away your ability to survive. So he's killing you without actually killing you. So let's go to this next video.
Day, no groceries. From September 12th, a shocking new supermarket rule comes into force. Without a government-issued photo ID, you will not be allowed to enter any supermarket in the UK, even for basic essentials like bread or milk. Officials claim it's to stop shoplifting and fraud.
So we got some stuff to deal with there. And you see what the heading says. UK supermarkets ban shoppers without ID, no ID, no food. What's that going to turn into? No RFID microchip, no food. No RFID microchip, you're going to be banned from the supermarket. And that's why I say that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. That's our RFID microchip. We explained this over and over again. And then what did he say? That this is supposed to stop fraud, identity theft, looters. And that's another issue that's on the rise. You know, people looting, doing smash and grabs, theft, robbery. Esau the white man is going to create the scenario for people to rob and loot on a massive level. To come with the RFID microchip claiming that'll stop fraud and theft. So even all the fraud and the theft, you know, and all the looting and the stealing that's going to take place, that was all orchestrated by Esau. To what? Ultimately, to take away people's ability to buy and sell if they don't comply with the mark of the beast mandate. That's why Esau taking away your food stamps, your Section 8. That's why everybody's getting fired or laid off. Cost of living is rising. Hyperinflation, high tariffs. People not going to have no choice but to steal, loot, rob if they want to survive. So Esau is creating a scenario for people to rob and steal, just so he can pass his mandate. No RFID microchip, you're not allowed in the supermarket. So he creates the problem and then comes with the solution. But the solution is taking away your ability to buy and sell. And this is the thing. This don't affect those people who actually do these things, who actually feed into the problem. This is going to affect everybody. So law-abiding citizens, people who ain't got nothing to do with none of the drama, even they're going to be affected.
Critics say it will destroy daily life for millions. This means teenagers, pensioners without passports, and anyone who's simply forgotten their wallet could be turned away at the door. Supermarkets will have staff at entrances checking IDs, and shoppers say this feels like airport-style security just to buy food. Campaigners warn it's the start of a two-tier shopping system that could permanently change the way Britain shops and eats. And here's the worst part. Fail the ID check once and you could be banned from that store for a month. Many are now asking, is this really about safety, or is it the beginning of a stricter control system?
Yeah, is it about safety, or is it about a stricter control system? That stricter control system is the New World Order. It's the cashless, digital, market of the beast system. Everything digitized. Everything's on the grid. Everything's microchips, tracked and monitored. Blockchain. That's what this is about.
Quietly reshaping how ordinary people live, move, shop, budget, and survive.
See that? How ordinary people shop, budget, and survive. So your ability to shop, your ability to buy and sell, that's your ability to survive. And Esau the white man wants to take that away.
Britain today. UK, no ID, no groceries. From September 12th.
See that? No ID, no groceries. So you see where we at right now with it. Food stamps possibly being taken away. Everybody taking about they're going to loot, they're going to steal, they're going to rob, smash and grab, etc., etc. So you see Esau is creating the situation in which he can issue these sort of mandates. You're not allowed in the supermarkets or the stores unless you got the RFID microchip. So this is all about affecting your ability to buy and sell. Because one of these devils said, you know, if you control the food, you control the people. And then, in light of what we're talking about, we just gonna get this video because the first two videos came out first. You won't be able to work unless you got a digital ID. You won't be able to go in the supermarket unless you got a digital ID. And then this news comes out. Food stamps will be unavailable in November.
Benefits, EBT, food stamps. Please, please, please listen to this. This is so, so, so important. I usually don't talk about this kind of stuff on my page, but this is really, really important. So I work for the government, and this morning I got an email from my job to my work email talking about how SNAP is officially going to be cut if the government does not pull together and fix the federal funding issue in November. So if you use SNAP, food stamps, EBT, if you are in that program, you will not get any money starting November. November, you will get no money. So the only money that you have left is whatever you have gotten in October. So basically, you won't be getting any more money until the government gets its shit together.
And, you know, government's probably shut down just so they can shut down these certain benefits. Trump already said it. But everybody's been talking about this. We fully aware of this. Now that we're fully aware that food stamps might not be here or won't be here eventually, we know how the people been responding. Smash and grabs, looting, robbing, stealing, thieving, thefting, selling. So check this out. It says me at the looting riot when they cut food stamps off next month.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
Now pay attention to how the grocery stores and Walmart may possibly respond to the looting, the robbing, and the stealing.
Yes! Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat.
Breaking news, Walmart has made a major decision ahead of the expected SNAP benefit chaos. Starting November 1st, all Walmart stores will close their doors to in-person shoppers. Only employees will be allowed inside.
I don't think they are. I think it's about...
See that?
Yeah.
It's all about affecting your ability to buy and sell. They said Walmart gonna shut their doors and nobody's allowed inside. That you gotta shop from the parking lot online. So them taking away your ability to buy and sell, we can see they doing it in steps. It's not gonna be all at once. They're gonna, create a trouble. People losing food stamps, so they rioting and looting and doing smash and grabs. So now they say, well, to stop that, we're going to shut the stores. But when they shut the stores down, your ability to buy and sell has been severely limited. And then from there, they're going to say, well, they require a digital ID, and eventually they require the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast.
For real. People ain't got money for Christmas. These are all set up. Look at all the cameras, everything. These are going to be classification centers.
You see all the fencing they starting to put out around the Walmarts.
Look, they hardly got. I know that's the garden center, but it's all cleared out pretty much in there. I've been telling y'all, wolves in sheep's clothing, all right? And listen, man, I feel it in my bones. It's about to go down. I told y'all about dynamic or kinetic architecture where they can flip it, turn it into something.
So we're going to get to the next video. So people looting and robbing, with food stamps being closed off. Look at this new Disney movie that's coming out. And I believe the brother Collab sent this, in the group chat. But look at this new Disney movie that's coming out. It's about the same thing we're talking about. Americans looting and robbing. Why? Because their ability to buy and sell, to shop, has been taken away.
What? They think we can't eat? Let's show them.
Move, run!
Keep up, baby!
I got the donuts.
Don't drop the TV! It's survival with style.
Just
Disney and Pixar present Loot, coming this November.
Decline.
See that?
What? They think we can't eat? Let's show them.
Move, run!
Keep up, baby! I got the donuts. Don't drop the TV! It's survival with style.
Disney and Pixar present Loot, coming.
So a damn Disney movie called Loot. So Esau is trying to push that spirit out there to make people want to loot and steal and do smash and grabs. Why? So he can push, these different mandates restricting you from buying and selling, eventually mandating the RFID microchip, which will determine your ability to buy and sell. So let's see what we got next. My brother, cousin, make this full screen. My cousin sent this in the group chat. So check this out. Smart carts, smart shopping carts. And when you put that word smart in front of anything, that means it's about control. A smart car, a smart house, a smartphone. Now, a smart cart. It's all about control because it's all digital. Meaning they can hack it, tap into it.
Y'all see the new technology is out, right? Y'all see the shit? Where you now, shopping and shit, you can, I think this is the one where you ring up your own shit, like, when you put it in the cart. See, look at this shit. What that say? See what this shit say? It says start shopping. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I think, right? This gonna put the motherfucking cashiers. No more. You ain't gonna need no cashiers. If you could just pay for your shit like this, continuous guess. Let's see what happened. First time using new card.
So you can see the way that people buy and sell and shop is going to be changed forever. Why do you need such advanced technology for a shopping cart? Shopping carts have been working well in America for the last 100 years or however long they've been around. Never had a problem with the shopping carts. Why you need smart carts? Then it's all about buying and selling. Now my cousin also sent this in the chat. So check this out.
Oh my god, look. These price tags started updating right in front of me. This is crazy, dude. Oh my god, that cup went up in price. I wish I would have. I had to get my camera going, right? So there was a delay. Dude, this was under $2. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was $198. Now it's $218. But oh wait. Did that just go down? I'm trying to see if I can catch it on camera. I've never been in a store and actually watched the price of something go up right in front of me as I walked up to buy it. And now it's glitched out and it isn't showing the price anymore. I'm not sure what's going on here. All the rest of them seem to have stabilized. Maybe they heard me talk, and is this going to go down again?
Okay, so you see digital price tags. Why do you need to put this level of technology in the price tags? Then the way people shop, the way people buy and sell is about to be changed forever. Now what this is dealing with possibly hyperinflation. So with hyperinflation, you could walk in the store and a certain item could cost $25. Due to hyperinflation, by the time you leave the store, the item that was $25 may now cost $32. So price can change in just a few minutes. And then that new price will be reflected on the digital price tag. So that's the thing. You can pick up an item and walk around the store. By the time you get to the checkout line, to the register, that item could have increased in price by 10, 20, 30%. Or if they don't want people to buy something anyway, they could just raise the price to something ridiculous. The item is there, but now can't nobody buy it anyway because it's too expensive. So, for example, when people go panic buy, well, people want to panic buy with these digital price tags. Esau just gonna up the price on them. So, for them to put this level of technology into something as simple as a price tag, then you know this is all about buying and selling. And they doing it right under your nose while you concerned with Charlie Kirk, while you concerned with the government shutdown and what's happening in Congress. While you concerned with food stamps being taken away. These devils got something wicked working right under your nose. You worried about freedom of speech. You worried about freedom of speech on the internet, being able to express yourself. You worry about the Democrats. You worry about the Republicans. Y'all going at one another. The thing is, what you people argue about and fight about, you don't need none of those things to survive. You don't need the First Amendment, freedom of speech, to survive. You don't need the 14th Amendment to survive. Your right to bear arms. You don't need that to survive. The Constitution, etc. You don't need that to live. But you do need to be able to buy or sell in order to live and survive. This is what they coming for. And none of you people gonna see it coming. So they gonna hit you where it hurt the most. You thought you was concerned about your guns being taken away. You thought you was concerned about your freedom of speech being taken away. You thought you was concerned about birthright citizenship being taken away. No, they about to take away your ability to buy food and water for you and your family. So this is really what Esau working towards. And either my cousin or the brother Kalai posted this too. So we gonna let this play. You see what that say? It pretty much say universe. And we did the lesson yesterday going into what? Or not yesterday, me and the brother Kalai went into the lesson with the universal basic income. So you got all these digital machines and it says universe above it. This is for the universal basic income. That's a big step toward the market of the beast system, in which users are all going to be given a certain amount of money, similar to a stimulus check. But it's going to be in the form of a digital currency, and that's how they live. Paving the way for the cashless digital society, the market of the beast system. These ain't cash ATMs. These ain't Bitcoin ATMs. These are universal basic income equipment. So yeah, we're going to get these two precepts again, and that's pretty much the lesson. This is Revelation 13:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. That means all the people, to try them that dwell upon the earth. And what's that hour of temptation? Revelation 13:16. Any cause of all. All who? Revelation 13:10. All the world. them that dwell upon the earth. So everybody's going to be tempted with this RFID microchip. He caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. And if you need some extra persuasion, Esau already got that set up. You're going to be persuaded by your right and ability to buy or sell being taken away. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. And if you need some more persuasion, Esau got that covered for you. And that's Revelation chapter 20:4. And we're going to jump there real quick. And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, decapitated, head cut off, chopped off, for the witness, which is the testimony of Yahushua, and for the word of the Most High, Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their right hands. This is the mark. And what John is seeing is that judgment was given to them who had their heads chopped off. Why? It said neither had received his mark, the mark of the beast. So there go your persuasion. If you don't want to get the mark, you can't buy or sell, you can't shop. He's taking away your ability to live, to survive. And if that's not enough persuasion, he's going to start chopping people's heads off. And what the scriptures say, we got to be faithful unto death, and we be given a crown of life. That's why it goes on to say, and they live and reign with Hamashiach 1,000 years. And that 1,000 year is the first resurrection. Meaning, pretty much, admittedly, you'll be joint heirs to the kingdom of heaven. And you're gonna come right back pretty much. But the Lord got some persuasion too, to persuade you not to take the mark of the beast, despite you not being able to buy and sell, despite having your head chopped off, or whatever else they might do to you. Now we're gonna see whose persuasion is more convincing. And I'm going to tell you that it's the Lord's. Let's see his persuasion. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark. See, if any man, woman, or child receive, his mark in his forehead, the brain chips, or in his right hand, the RFID microchip, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So that fire and brimstone goes into the nuclear destruction, World War III, that nuclear fire. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever. And they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever received the mark of his name. So Esau gonna make it damn near impossible to survive. He's gonna completely shut you out of society, even going to the point of decapitating you to force people to get his mark. But know this, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, the Israelites, if you get this mark, it's over. You're gonna be burnt alive in a lake of fire. You can't receive the mark and then try to cut it out. The scriptures speak about those who receive the mark gonna get a grievous sore. Pretty much they gonna get cancer. So not only you gonna be tossed in the lake of fire, you're gonna have cancer in the lake of fire, grievous sores, boils, open sores on the body. So sores gonna break out all over your body, cancer all over your body. You gonna be burnt alive like that. Imagine having an open sore and that open sore being burnt with the hottest fire in existence. So yeah, again, it's all about buying and selling. As a matter of fact, this one scripture I'm gonna try to see if I can look up real quick. Because buying and selling on its own is not a wicked thing. But what Esau is going to require of you to buy and sell, what he's going to make you to do to buy and sell, that's what's wicked. And that's the RFID microchip. The water Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 27. We're going to start at verse 1. Many have sinned for a smaller matter, and he that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. It says, as the nail sticketh fast between the joinings of stones. And what's that nail that stick fast between the joining of stones? That's the nail right here. What are the stones? Those are your bones. So the nail that's going to stick between the stones or your bones, that's the needle. So does sin stick close between buying and selling? So there's a thin line between sin and buying and selling. What's that thin line? This needle, which is going to push in you that RFID microchip. But what it say? Many have sinned for a small matter. So if people sin for smaller matters, how much more will they sin for a bigger matter? What's that bigger matter? Your ability to buy and sell, which is your way to live and survive. So if people sin for smaller matter, when their survival wasn't affected, when your survival is affected, how many more people are going to sin? How many more people going to get this RFID microchip? But again, buying and selling on your own is not wicked. But buying and selling with the nail that's sticking between the bones, this is wicked. Idolatry on the highest level. Rebellion on the highest level. Spiritual fornication on the highest level. So, Lord willing, that was informative, edifying. Till next time, Shalom.